तव कथामृतम् तप्तजीवनम् कविभिरीडितम् कल्मषापहम् श्रवणमङ्गलम् श्रीमदाततम् भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः।
ॐ तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जना. We are trying to understand in depth the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, and we are reading the description of the second day's conversation between the Master and Mahendranāth Gupta, or M. And after so many Nirakar, Sakar and everything, Master Masha has become very humble. And he has understood that I have to learn everything from Sri Ramakrishna. And so he has humbly asked his first question, how to keep the mind in God. And Sri Ramakrishna has prescribed 6 things to him, and an additional negative warning that if you all the time put your mind in worldly objects, you will be more and more in God, and you cannot think of God. And depending upon this, Master Masha has introspected to find out how far he can follow this sincerely. And he has found that under his present or at that time's style of living, attitude while living the life, he cannot follow these instructions. But he is so keen to put his mind in God that he feels that he will have to revise his life living so that it will become possible to follow what Sri Ramakrishna has told him, because putting the mind in God is very, very important. And so he asked the second question, how then, sir, we should live in life? And Thakur has described in great detail. We have seen many points there. And the last point discussed was discriminative thinking. And we have seen 3-4 types of discriminative thinking. Now, that has, and they discuss a little discriminative thinking, and all this has resulted in Master's, what we call, spiritual aspiration, spriha. Spriha sounds as ambition, but not in the worldly sense. His spiritual aspiration has flown high, and yet, because he has never experienced that, it comes out as a doubt. And he says, can one see God? To which Thakur gives immediate reply of assurance, yes, surely one can see God, provided, because the answers are not like tick mark, ABC. No. It should not become that, yes, one can see God. No. Yes, one can see God, sure, if you follow these instructions. And the instructions contain same points, main points, means same points of how to fix the mind in God and how to live the worldly life. Now comes the genius of Master Masha, or his buried deep spiritual potential. He understands that by doing something we do not get God, because God is not a finite being. How many crores of japa I have to do to get God's vision? How much tapas I have to do to get God's vision? No. God's vision comes when the condition, situation, evolution of mind takes place. When the suitable condition comes through evolution, then only God can be seen. Because God is our indwelling reality. We do not see Him only because our mind is not fit to receive Him. So the whole thing dwells upon the fitness of the mind. I remember here something. My Guruji always used to say, God is the abiding reality. He never leaves us. He cannot leave us. So we generally ask him, if God is the abiding reality, why don't you see Him? To which he would reply by repeating the same question in a different tone. What a pity, he would say, that God is the abiding reality, yet why we do not see Him? And the implication is that we are searching in the wrong place. So where is God? God is to be experienced in the deepest recesses of our heart. Where we experience I, there God will be experienced. God is not an object to be seen by these eyes. God is our own reality. So, what should be the nature, condition of the mind? God will automatically reflect, God will automatically manifest there. And that is seeing God. So, a very profound question has been asked by Master Mahashaya at the end of the second day's conversation. And now, let us deeply study Thakur's reply. And the first thing he says, we read that yesterday, cry to the Lord with an intensely yearning heart, and you will certainly see Him. What is importance here? Cry. No. Intensely yearning heart. And if the heart is intensely yearning, it will be expressed. That is called cry. So if the yearning is there, then you will see God as the straight answer. But this yearning, if it is 10%, will definitely come out as a cry. So, cry to the Lord with an intensely yearning heart. Now, because we are studying through English, we should pay our attention on the words in English. Heart. Heart is the place where we experience spiritual feelings. Heart is the place where our mind comes back. Mind center is heart. with that center, mind travels, waves like, not going out of that. Through the mind, indriyas, it goes out. Then, when we feel for God, then it comes back. And mind remains within mind, or mind remains within the body. But when the feeling grows, mind comes back to its center. So heart can be defined as the place where the distracted mind has become concentrated and where the outward mind has come back to its original source. So that is the heart. Now, the yearning takes place in the heart, not in the mind. Many times there is an emotion, and emotion is biological, my teacher used to always say. So we cry emotionally, and after some time we'll forget that we are crying. So that is emotion. So with intensely yearning heart, one has to cry. So the importance here is of yearning, and yearning has to be in the heart, and when it is intense, it must come out as the cry. And you will certainly see. So that is a direct one-line answer. In what condition? When the yearning in the heart is very intense. Out of that you cry. Now he tells how people cry emotionally. People shed a whole jug of tears for wife and children. Mental attachment to wife and children. If the wife dies or goes away or the children are away, then man weeps. That is the outgoing mind. They swim in tears for money, outgoing mind. But who weeps for God? That is the incoming mind. God is our own reality. Cry to Him with a real cry. So that clearly means that there can be cries which are not real, which are artificial, which are showy, which are from emotion. So the real cry is from the intensity of the heart. So this is the first point he has told. Main point he has told. Direct answer he has given. The master sang. This was Sri Ramakrishna's method of teaching. After he has given an answer or said something in elaboration of that answer, he used to sing. Now sing has intensity of feeling, and this song has a power of creating deeper impression in the other person's heart. So you find it everywhere that Sri Ramakrishna used to, after talking, used to sing. So singing is the additional factor in Sri Ramakrishna's reply. In what condition God will be seen? This has replied, and now he is singing, so that this goes deeper in the heart. And what is the song? And he has a song for almost every occasion. Cry to your mother Shama with a real cry. Now here we find something that he has asked, and Mahendranāth has told that he likes Nirakar, and Thakur has accepted that. And he's talking of mother, Shama's mother, Shama mother. Shama mother implies two things, that God is Sakar and that there is a bhava relation between you and him, and it is a very near relation. And to that mother Shama, why she is Shama? What is the meaning of Shama? Because in English the word is kept as it is. Shama literally will mean darker in hue compared to fair complexion. Now, mother is addressed as that because as a Sakar, Kali mother's complexion is blue, and blue is definitely darker than white or fair. So, Shama. And he clarifies it. Cry to your mother, that is the relation. Shama, with a real cry, oh mind. And how can she hold herself from you? So, mother and child. If the child cries, then mother cannot retain herself. He goes to the child. And this we can describe as a pull for the mother, of the mother for the child. So, how can she hold herself from you? How can Shama stay away? How can your mother Kali hold herself away? So the Kali is not black from Kal. Kali is the feminine because she is the mother of time principle. The all destroyer time is Kali. So this Kali destroys the world from our mind. That is Kali. And to her you are crying. O mind, if you are in earnest, that yearning, bring her an offering of bay leaves and hibiscus flowers, lay at her feet your offering, and with it mingle the fragrant sandal paste of love. So things liked by Kali is bale and hibiscus flower, Java kusum, red in color. But that is the external symbol. You have to lovingly do it. So, in song it is figuratively described as, with it mingle the fragrant sandal paste of love. Okay, so this is the formal picture. Main thing is cry. Continuing, he said, because the teaching is not yet complete. It is one line reply and reinforced by the song. But now another means how that yearning will come. Continuing, he said, longing is like the rosy dawn. This is the condition of the mind. Rosy dawn means what? Why is dawn described as rosy? And what is dawn actually?
Beginning of spiritual.
When the sunrise has not taken place, sun has come near the earth, and approximately 40 minutes it takes. Sun's rays have reached. Sun has not yet come. And because the sun's rays have come, the east direction becomes rosy, pink in color, reddish in color. That is called dawn. Approximately 40 minutes. That means after 40 minutes, the sun will be seen. Now, what is the significance? That longing, that yearning, longing is like the rosy dawn. That means longing has come, yearning has come. You are crying out of that, you are calling the mother. Now, what more you have to do? Nothing. You have to keep that longing steady for about 40 minutes physically. Physically. That means after longing, sunrise is definitely coming. You have to sustain that longing for some time. That is the meaning. 40 minutes is nature between dawn and daybreak. How long we are not telling. But longing indicates that God vision is near. And if that longing is kept up, God vision will surely happen. This is the relation. Now, after the dawn, out comes the sun. After. Longing is followed by the vision of God. That means that is the simile, and then applied is that longing is followed by the vision of God. So yearning, cry, song, yearning itself is called as longing, and after that, wait with that longing, God is sure to come. After this. Now, how does this longing come is our question. God reveals himself to a devotee who feels drawn to him by the combined force of these three attractions. These three means to be described. Now, attraction is a very correct translation. Yet in Thakur's Bengali words, the slang words or village words, there is a force because they are too direct. And the word in Bengali is tan. And tan in English, attraction is okay, but pull will be the better word. Pull, tan. We feel pulled to God. Now, why he has described three? Let us read those three, then we'll understand. Important, the attraction of worldly possessions for the worldly man. Now, for here, English is correct, but dangerous it will become if we misunderstand. In the next paragraph, it is more direct. Attraction, where? In the worldly man. For what? Worldly possessions. Okay? Now let us think of this. And this has to go to God. I remember here one Vedanti. He wanted to give discourses. And he thought, he had heard or thought that you will get lot of examples in Thakur's Gospel. So he took it, and after first he said, I can't understand it. How this worldly pull will go to God? So he did not understand the force of pull, and these had to go to God. So it is not that the man is pulled to the world and he will go to God. So the pull which a man feels, a worldly man feels for the worldly possessions, that has to go to God. So it has to come away from the world, then it will go to God. Now what is this meant for? Two ideas are there. Possessions. Man feels a great joy when he feels, I possess this mine, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. And which is the costliest possession? God. So one point is possession. Second point is, speciality of this thing is that man wants to possess many things. Man wants to enjoy many things, variety. And in this variety, all the different varieties focused in God. So that is the turn, that is the pull, that is the force. So in the first example, the main thing is that man is subject and he lives in objects. And he feels pull for every object of the world. As a result, the mind gets scattered. Now, if this pull of possession, mind, is directed to God instead of the objects of the world, then my God. And then the scattered mind, let us take examples. Man wants to see, man wants to hear. So man wants to enjoy this world in a variety of ways. Now in seeing also, he wants red, black, blue, taste. Only 6 tastes are there, but he'll combine and make a new recipe. So in the man's enjoyment, man's attraction, man's pull is towards variety of enjoyments in this world. And this variety scatters the mind. He will never go to God. But withdrawing this variety, the desire or the pull for variety and possessions, if he directs it to God, then all this will become focused. I want to see God. I want to touch God. I want to smell God. I want to talk to God. All the organs of perception and organs of action, I want. God is the only object. Parama Premaspad. So that is the beauty of this pull, attraction being directed to God. First thing. That the scattered mind by the variety of pulls becomes focused and he is ready to give up the worldly possessions and the pull and directs it to God. So that is the first essential point, because the man's life in this world is so scattered. If you go to a gentleman's house, you will see hundreds of things in that glass case which are never used by him, but I possess. He is pulled towards them. So that is the first point. Second is And the attraction of worldly possessions for the worldly man. That means he is attached, he is pulled by the worldly objects. The child's attraction for its mother. For its mother. That means who is feeling the attraction? Child, not mother. But that is wrong. That is wrong. In the next para it will become very clear. So this translation has to be carefully used.
Bengali it says Mayer Shantaner Opor.
In
Bengali.
No. For its mother.
In Bengali it is different. In Bengali.
Translation, you have to properly understand. Attraction, for whom? For whom means not attraction towards. He is talking of worldly man for objects. Mother for the child. So that is how the misunderstanding is liable to take place. Now you understood? Because in the next sentence it will be very direct. So that is the thing. Mayer Santaner Upar. Santaner Upar. So Santan is the object and mother is the person in whom this tan should be there. So in translation it appears at opposite. The child's attraction. Child, remember, child is attracting, child's attraction. Attraction is happening in the mother. So child's attraction in the case of the mother. Now that has been for the mother. So listeners, is it clear? The attraction is talking not what child feels. Attraction is what mother feels. Now what is the speciality in that? Thakur has used 3 only, not every attraction. So what is the speciality in that?
Focus.
Think of the mother. What can I do for him? That is the main thing in the mother. Putting it more dramatically, what can I not do for the child? Everything which I can do for the child, I will do. That is the nature of mother's attraction to the child. Unselfish love is it is not only unselfish. Unselfish is there. That is one point in the mother's love. She does not want anything in return. But the main point is, shall I feed him? Shall I clothe him? Shall I fondle him? What can I do for its growth? I would put rather, what is it that I cannot do for him? I can do everything for him. In Indian language, this sounds nice. ये मैं उसके लिए क्या नहीं कर सकती? So the second attraction is unselfish, main points. And whatever I can do for him, I shall do. That is its nature. Now, the first thing corrects the mind, focus, by going to God. Now, here again the same thing. If this mother feels for the child is a lump of clay, and for that you are feeling that totally wasted and kills you. But he is talking of God. So this attraction for God, most unselfish. I want to give him everything. What can I give to him? What can I not give to him? Let him take everything from me. My prana, my life, my attention, my dedication, whatever material things I can do for it. Shall I feed him? Shall I clothe him? Shall I decorate him? So you have to feel this point that mother's love for her child is towards a lump of clay. And that results in destruction of the mother's mind. Swamiji has described in Jnana Yoga, the child may have become a bastard and kicks the mother. Mother cannot give it up. And she says unselfish love, it is attachment. But same love, if given to God, the love will be fulfilled. So, in these three loves, the main point is that taking it away from the things of the world, then it goes to God. Then only that longing or yearning comes. When the worldly attractions are cut off, then only the longing for God comes. So, scattered mind becomes focused if that goes to God. Unselfish love and this desire of doing everything possible for the child's growth goes towards God. Now the third one. Now this has completely collapsed. That and the husband's attraction for the chaste wife. Husband's attraction means husband is attracting. So this has collapsed totally. Now here, he does not talk, Thakur does not talk of the mutual love between husband and wife. We have to remember this. He is talking only of the wife's love. And what type of wife? English translation is chaste wife. In Bengali, sati. A wife who thinks of nobody but the husband. That is called the chaste wife. Now, what are the special features in that? You and I are sannyasis, but we must understand this point. If we jump, then I would say, well, actually, wife's attraction for the husband, he is the dearest. Wife's love for the husband includes this mother's love for the child, includes this Vishya's love, includes Dasya Bhav, Sakya Bhav, Vatsalya Bhav. Everything is included in this Mother Bhav. She serves the husband. Dasya Bhav. Unselfishly she loves. That is Vatsalya Bhav. She is the counselor for the husband. But the main, what I feel is that She wants to dissolve in the husband. She wants to become one with him. That is the main force in this wife's love for the husband. That is not in mother's love or possession love. Wife, Sati wife, real chaste wife, wants to lose herself in the husband, wants to become one with the husband. So, we feel this special love. Now, he has mentioned three when it is all inclusive. Now, those properties are important. Scattered mind must be gathered, and unselfishness should be extreme, and what can I do for him should be there. Tat sukha sukhitvam it is called. But this wife, pure wife's love for the husband is all consuming. And I feel the main factor is this. I want to become one with him. I want to do everything possible for him. I want to merge myself in him. This is not in math. Not at all in math. You study any husband and wife relation. In English, there is a drama or novel I forgot. Novel perhaps. Doll's House. Have you read that? You see, man has many occupations. Man has many ambitions. Man wants to become great, this and these days what the wives are doing is not the question. That is Sati Stri. So wife's only ambition is husband, nothing else. Husband has to attend to many things. In that, one is love for the wife. He cannot feel that I should lose myself in the wife, I should become one with the wife. No. Thakur is very specific. He does not call mutual love. And here in translation, that has become reverse. So the pull which a chaste wife feels for the husband is unique. It contains all the elements of love. Now, but she is doing this again for a lump of flesh, lump of clay. And she loses everything by that. But if this goes to God, the real object of love, this desire to dissolve herself in God, to desire to live without any trace merge in God, the desire to be united with Him always. And the wife can have, the pure wife, whole day 24 hours. She may be doing hundreds of things, but her mind goes to the husband. In spiritual books, that simile is given, Proshita Natha Sati. That means the husband has gone for work or in another city. She is continuously thinking of. So that has been prescribed for men. Thakur is talking to Master Mash, I remember. He has already made him maid servant. So this is the beauty. This is how that yearning would come. So upaya, yearning. That yearning itself is longing. and crying by that yearning. Now, how this yearning comes? Because under what condition? So this condition of yearning, how it comes? If these three pulls, God reveals himself to a devotee who feels drawn to him by the combined force of these three attractions. Force. In all these three attractions, there is a force. And that force is pulling the devotee to God. The pull is felt by the devotee. And all these three different pulls which are scattered in the world are going to God. Then what else will remain? The 10% yearning will be achieved by that. Now the strongest in it is that husband and wife. But remember, not husband to the wife. Wife's attraction towards husband. Wife's pull towards husband. Then, if one feels drawn to him by the combined force of these three attractions, then through it one can attain him. Now, the point is, Thakur himself is telling what is the point in that. The point is to love God. So the in these three, the common thing is love. And this to love God. Even as the mother loves her child. Now when he talks of love, the order has changed. Same three things he will tell. Because that attraction scattered first mother's love for the child. That pull, unselfish. So here that it is not ambiguous, whose love and all that. The point is to love God even as the mother loves her child. The chaste wife, her husband. The chaste wife loves her husband. So that love has to go to God. And the worldly man loves his wealth. So that all should go to God. Add together these three forces of love, these three powers of attraction, and give it all to God. Very clear? Pull it out from here and then give to God. Otherwise, how it will you can give? A wife will love the husband and wife will love God. That will not do at all. If wife loves God like the husband, then it will not go to husband, it will go to God only. And that is what Thakur is teaching. And we have seen how to live in the world. Serve all of them as if they are your own, but know that they are nothing to you. After that, this is there. So Thakur has already told that behave with them, serve them as if they are your own, but know in the depth of the mind, in the heart of hearts, that they are nothing to you. They do not belong to you. That he has already told. And then we understand these forces of love gathered together, put to God, then God will be seen. Follow this point? And give it all to God. Then you will certainly see him. Now, in the previous para, I looked into Bengali because then you can see him was there. But in this para it is, you will certainly see him. Can see him, and if you do this, then you will have the capacity to see him. That is can. If you love like this, certainly you will see him. So they are not contradictory. One is the preliminary and second is the ripe fruit. Now, something more. Something more. It is necessary to pray to him with a longing heart. This prayer has unnecessarily come. First she had told, cry, call on the mother. So this also call. It is necessary to call on him with a longing heart. Pray to him for so many things. No, that is not bhakti. That is not the condition in which you will see God. But call on him, cry to him with this longing heart. So that longing has connected again. So these three putting to God is the means of creating that longing. And longing is the only means of seeing God. This is according to the scriptures. Kathopanishad yame vesha vrunute tena labhya. Nayam atma pravachane labhyo na medaya na bhuvna shrute na yame vesha vrunute tena labhya. So that Thakur has shown in his life and teachings. Thakur is not a theoretical master by reading books. He has shown simply by intensity of learning, he got the vision of Kali, he got Nirvikalpa Samadhi, simply by yearning. He went to cut himself with the sword hanging in Mother's temple. So he has proved what the Katha and Mundaka are telling us. And to develop that longing, he has given the means, because Master Maharaj is a man in the world. We as sannyasis have tried to understand this. So, these three pulls, I appeal to my householder friends or female listeners, if they can add something or subtract something. Imagine what a wife feels for the husband. Mother feels for the child. We have to enter the mother to understand this. And Master Maharaj, becoming a man of the world, he would understand. He also has to understand what the wife feels for the husband, the mother feels for the child, and the possessor. So, now there is one more point here. It is necessary to call him with a longing heart. The longing has come again here. The kitten knows only how to call its mother, crying mew mew. Thakur has compared devotion with monkeys' children and cats' children. The monkey children hold on to the monkey, and cat children are held by the mother. And what they know? Crying, that's all. So total surrender is meant here. They know only one thing. The kitten knows only how to call its mother, crying. mew mew. It remains satisfied wherever its mother puts it. So, another factor has come. Condition of the mind. Satisfied by what the world has given you. He is not crying for that. He is crying only for the mother. And the mother cat puts the kitten sometimes in the kitchen, sometimes on the floor, and sometimes on the bed. When it suffers, it cries only. Mew mew. That's all it knows. But as soon as the mother hears this cry, wherever she may be, she comes to the kitten. So, condition of the mind, after all that, is talking of surrender. I do not know what to do. God knows. I am only appealing, crying for him. And he will surely come. Because the mother cat, wherever she is, she comes running. And this is experience of the world. And Thakur gives examples which are every man's experience. So we see the kittens crying, mew mew. And mother is somewhere, she comes running. So with all this longing and all that, this is an additional factor that no other exertion is necessary. Longing resulting in surrender. No power in you. You have power. Only calling is the power. Example, we know the story of Gajendra Moksha. There was Gajendra means king of the elephants. And when he was drinking water or went near water, a crocodile was pulling him. Now in the water, elephant has no power, like the crocodile. So it was fighting with all its might. And crocodile was pulling it. When he found that he has lost all his strength, with strength he called on the God. That is the song by Surdas. Gaja bala apno pariko, नेक सर्व नहीं काम. निर्बल है बल राम पुकारो, not Balram pukaro. He became powerless. Then with all his power, he called on God. And God came. Aaye Adhe Nam. He has not yet said fully Krishna or Vasudeva, and he has come. I think there cannot be more finer description than this. Longing, yearning, three types of attraction focused on God. Finally, crying to feel you are powerless. Call on God, He will take you. So this ends the second day's conversation. Many people, as I told you, these 4 questions and 5 points, that means that discrimination, is repeated in the gospel everywhere in different situations. So some people think this is the summary of the whole gospel. Om Tava Kathāmritam Tapta Jivanam Kavivireditam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Shrimadasatam Bhuvi Grunanti Ye Bhurida Jana Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanam.